Hey, my loves, it's your girl, Nicole Melissa, your resident matchmaker and relationship consultant, and I'm here to help you do your work. So, first of all, thank y'all. Thank you for those of you that are coming back and subscribing. I appreciate you, love you deep. Thank you for allowing me to be on your journey. For those of you that are seeing me for the first time, welcome. I am your resident matchmaker and relationship consultant, and I'm here to help you prepare for your kingdom marriage, okay? Because one thing for sure, honey, you need a lot more than just love, okay? You're gonna need the tangibles. You're gonna need the things that you can bring to the table, okay? To help make your relationship feel smooth and comfortable and, most importantly, satisfying, okay? So that's what I'm here to do. And if you so like what I'm talking about, then please feel free to go ahead and subscribe and join me. Okay, so anyway, like we discussed in my last video, that I was going to talk to you guys today about first date conversations, okay, and some questions you should ask. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down for questions that a woman should ask a man on a first date, because the truth of the matter is that we have different needs, right? And there's different things. Like, women are looking for different things from a man than a man is looking from a woman. So I want to just give you some insightful, probing questions you can ask on your first date to get to know someone a little better, instead of just, no, so how about them Blue Jays? Like, no, like, you need some more insight, right? So you can kind of gauge what's going on here. Okay, so today's video is going to be for the women. Next week's video will be for the men, first date questions, and then we're going to make this a series, because y'all know I love a little series. Okay, so we're going to do second date and third date, because I feel like after the third date you should have an idea of whether you're going to continue to see this person or not. Okay, and just to be clear, just because somebody is a man or woman of God, it doesn't mean that they're your man or woman of God. Okay, so you really need to be discerning in this hour, because counterfeits are real, baby. Okay, so anyway, y'all know how I like to think, right? I tell you that, and whenever I get thinking, I get the writing. Okay, so I was thinking, so of course I was writing, and I just wanted to read to you, what I was thinking. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. A lot of the challenges daters are facing right now stem from the lack of reciprocity. In James 2:26, he makes it clear that you cannot say that you want a thing or do a thing without first believing in the thing, okay? AKA doing the work, okay? Doing the work in faith, okay? Which means then you have to act as if, okay? A lot of y'all are going on dates haphazardly and relying on your feelings to dictate whether the person sitting across from you is a suitable match. Baby, I assure you that your feelings will do a bad job, okay? I'm not saying your feelings don't matter, because your feelings matter, just not at that point, okay? You need to put your head in the game. God put our heads above our hearts for our protection. Not using your head is a mistake. There needs to be balance between head and heart. Are there circumstances where letting your heart take the lead a good idea? Sure. However, when push comes to shove, you need to let your head win the battle. Because why? Oftentimes, your heart sees the things it wants and not necessarily as they really are. Okay, so why was I thinking that before wanting to read to you these first date questions? I was thinking that because when I speak to singles, there a lot of people end up getting really hurt because they've picked someone based on how they felt about it. Like, oh, like he, especially women, oh, he made me feel great. Like, I feel so amazing. Like, I just know he's the one. It's like, babe, how do you know he's the one? What did he say to make you believe he's the one? Because, words. You know what we say about words. Yeah, the power of life and death, reside on the tongue for sure. Words are powerful, but you know what's even more powerful? Actions. Actions. Because people can say a lot of things. So anyway, I was thinking that because I really want y'all to be more purposeful. I want you to be more intentional when you're on your first dates. Yes, it's like, make it a good time for sure. I'm not saying, be rigid and like, and also let me say this, that when I read to you some of these questions that I want y'all to ask on your first date, ladies, I'm talking to you, ladies first, so I'm talking to you. You need to remember not to make it seem like an interrogation, okay? Because nobody wants to feel interrogated on their first date. So it's like, these are 3 questions that you can ask in between fluff conversation. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so anyway, let me get to it because my computer's about to die. So, question number 1, and this is not in any particular order. It's just however you want to, okay? So question number 1, what countries have you been to, and which was your favorite one? Okay, which was your favorite? So why are you asking that question? Learning where someone's traveled kind of lets you in on their personality, right? It will help you understand, like, are they a vacationer or are they a traveler? Because let me share with you the difference. A vacationer is someone that likes to, go somewhere and just relax on the beach, not do too much, just eat and relax. They're not trying to do any extracurricular activities. They're vacationers, And then you have travelers, So vacationers are going to go to like Hawaii, the Caribbean, things like that. They're typically, attracted, like some places in Europe, they're attracted to like, the ambiance and having it look pretty and blah, blah, blah. And then there's a traveler. Travelers are the ones that will go to whatever city there. So the travelers are going to be like, I want to go to Syria because I want to try the food in Syria. I want to meet the people in Syria. Travelers like, I'm going to go to Egypt. I'm going to go to like, places like that. Where they're looking to learn and have an experience with the culture, right? So that says something about somebody's personality. Both are fine, by the way. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with either, but you want to know, what their person, like what drives them, Okay, question 2. Did you play any sports growing up, and do you play any now? Okay, so why are you asking that? You want to see someone's activity level, fitness level, okay? Because the truth of the matter is, I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but you are looking for your apocalypse partner, okay? Things are getting real, okay? The kingdom is coming, okay? And in order to get there, there is going to be strife. There is going to be war. And you have to have the man that you choose needs to be capable, okay? So, and I also find that the men that are pretty sedentary and like are not active and not participating and taking care of their bodies in that way, I've found that, and this is not for all of them, this is just for, don't mind my nails, y'all, I need to get my nails done. This is for just a group of, a pretty big group actually, but they're the type of men that are not really proud of themselves. I find that the men that are physically active, that go out of their way to use their physical bodies, tend to be prouder of themselves, right? And then that shows in the manner in which they take care of you. Okay, so you're asking that question because you're trying to see, when push comes to shove, like, can you like take care of us? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be able to like, build this house? Well, maybe not build a house, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you need somebody that is physically fit in this, and I'm not saying physically fit as in hold on one sec. So physically fit in the sense that they're going to have enough stamina to withstand whatever is going to come our way. Okay, so I'm not necessarily talking about like he has to be a bodybuilder or something like that, right? I'm just saying that he has to be physically well, physically fit. He's taking care of himself. Okay, ideally is what you're paying attention to for that. Okay, and lastly, question number 3 you can ask is, what song would you pick as your theme song for this season in your life? Okay. This is insightful because you get to see how they view themselves, right? And how they're viewing their current situation, right? You want to make sure that the person that you're sitting across is somebody that can take accountability, and they're able to say, listen, like, this isn't a great season in my life right now for whatever the reason is, blah blah blah, whether they expound or not, that they can see it, or everything's going great and they can see it. You want somebody that is introspective, and someone that ideally can take control of their circumstances by acknowledging it. And it really boils down to self-awareness. So you're kind of getting to see someone's level of self-awareness of how they see themselves in the world and how they're fitting in right now. Okay, so sorry, not in the world as in being of this world, but y'all know what I mean anyway. So that was it for the first 3 questions for ladies to ask men on their first dates. And the next video, we're going to do men, questions you can ask ladies on their first date to get more insight about the woman you're sitting across from. Is she going to be, that Proverbs 31 woman that you're going to need in these apocalypse times? Okay. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. In the meantime, in between time, I love you, mean it, and see you next week.